Salute everybody. Welcome to Miss Parker. Miss Parker. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me do my roll call really quick, get that out the way. Because I'm not going to be live long today, guys. I just wanted to put a PSA out there really quick. Thanks, Melanated Jim, for coming through. Thank you, love. Hey, Miss Jamie, thank you for coming through. Hey, Wolf, thank you for coming through. Sagius, thank you for coming through. Hey, Callie, thank you for coming through, sis. Arissa, hey sister, thank you for coming through. Hey Byron Love, thank you for coming through. Hey TT sis, thank you for coming through. Hey Pretty Problem Nisha sis, thank you for coming through. Hey Callie Stu, Lady K sister, thank y'all for coming through. Today, hey Lalizi, hey, thank you for coming through. I'm kind of revamping the page, so if you know what I'm saying, the moderator stick is not nothing against somebody. I'm just kind of revamping and getting everything together, and I'm ready to do some more backdrops and things like that for the channel. So please don't take it to heart or whatever. I just haven't got to doing a lot of stuff today because I was in a rush. However, today I wanted to talk about bad intentions. Um, and this is just in life. It's in life, period. But being a content creator, let me do this real quick. Put my X on back on my neck so I can have positive energy. Because when I was first going to talk about it, I was like on fire about this conversation. But then as I calmed down a little bit and things, I kind of thought some things through. But bad intentions is, to me, is when people come around us that aren't that don't mean us no good. People coming around, hey Miss T sister, people coming around your channel, people leeching onto you because who you are affiliated with sometimes. And I actually seen that happen today. When you on this YouTube app, you don't always have to be involved. Sometimes just sit back and be observant, and you can see a lot to where people can't just tell me anything about a person and I believe it. I'm the type, I got to sit back and watch you for myself, the same as people do me. Some people go off of who I was in the past and still put that on me today, and it's okay. I understand that. But sometimes I watch people move around a certain type of way. And, when I see people build up their channel, or a lot of people got a lot of numbers, people attach themselves to those people and they start moving. When you go and get a mod stick all of a sudden on a channel and you never see these people around, and then all of a sudden, boom, here they go. It's like I start thinking, I'm just a thinker like that. I'm like, what's their intentions? And then when they come to the channel, are they providing anything? Are they bringing anything to the table? You know what I'm saying? Are they bringing food to the table? Hey, Big Baby, thank you for coming through. Soldier Slim, thank you for coming through. And When I Willie, thank you guys so much for coming through. Are they bringing anything to the table? If I eat at TT's table, what am I bringing to her table? Me just coming around, all of a sudden latching to her. She might look at me like, is she coming around me for good intentions or bad intentions? There's nothing wrong with that, because you have to have an extra eye like One Eye Willie and start paying attention to your surroundings and know what's good for you and who isn't, and when mod sticks used to be given out, mod sticks had to be earned. And it had to be people that you trusted, and people that had brought value to your channel, such as the Lady K's, the Transparent Talk, the Miss T, who isn't a content creator, the Lalizis, the Pretty Problem Nishas, the Miss Callie's Kitchen, people that share your content. And always, not always, but most of the time when they do go live, like, hey, drop your link, like I want all my mods to drop their links. Drop your links first, because that's one thing I used to do, was drop other people's links and not drop mine, because that's how considered I am. I rather to get my sister or my brother's page lifted and not worry about it and things like that. So that's just where I am. If you are a content creator, I don't mind sharing you out. I don't mind sharing the love. But in life, and not just as a content creator, we have to watch our surroundings and be surrounded by people with good intention and good intentions for us that's not toxic. And another thing that I wanted to share that I get it how people viewed me from being on here to coming in now and changing my ways. In life, you don't know what direction you're gonna take. You don't know if you're just toxic and you're negative, and then something might happen in your life where you just want to change. It's not getting you anywhere. And that's where I was, being negative and being in gossip all the time. And I still gossip. Don't get it twisted. I do. But it's neither here nor there. And it's not about me just calling and digging into a person's life. That's just, if I see something on here, I talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not a great place for being perfect, but it is a point in my life where I wanted to change that about me because it wasn't getting me anywhere. It wasn't getting my channel anywhere. I was not progressing, being negative. So bad intentions. Warning signs someone has bad intentions: if they taking pleasure in other people's misery. So, me going along with somebody being down already and partaking on turning them down some more, that is signs of me having bad intention. They don't have many friends or none at all. So for people that really don't have people that's really attaching themselves to them, for some reason we see things, or they see things, that you're moving funny. You're moving in a way that's not productive or negative. So, you have to pay attention to those people that come around and really people just aren't really gravitating to. It's not that nobody's saying, don't like this person, don't like that person. It's just that you see this for yourself. You feel something is off about a person. When you get that feeling in the pit of your stomach, like, you have to go with your intentions. You really have to go with that. I go with mine. I mean, my intuition, I say intentions, but my intuitions, let me fix that and correct that. My intuition never lets me down when something or somebody is off. And I might tell somebody that I'm out for, like, what's going on with this person? And it ain't intentional. It ain't to put all the focus on you, but okay, let's put an eye out for this person. Let's see how they're moving. You know what I'm saying? If they're coming because they like the content, or if they're a person just comes in my life because they seen something about me that they like. Also, people with bad intentions, and I've always heard this, they're mean or awful to animals and pets. That's very important to know too. Somebody, because I love animals. I'm an animal lover. Not saying everybody love animals, because they don't, but somebody who intentionally brings harm to an animal or something, they're just not, it's something off mentally there. They denigrate your fears and doubts. That was one that stood out to me also. They use humor as an excuse to insult you. So someone who constantly makes a joke and they make excuses in the harmful jokes that they bring to you, that is bad intention. When somebody just blatantly comes out with harmful words about you and say mean things about you, and then it might be, I'm just playing, or want everybody in the room to feel what they're saying about you and look down on you, they have bad intentions. That is just somebody with bad intentions. Somebody that lies all the time is somebody with bad intentions. People that make racist or sexist comments have bad intentions. They manipulate other people. So see, again, I'm bringing this into me spending most of my time on social media. So on social media, again, our third eye should be open to things like this. And when people manipulate people, they have bad intentions. If I tell Callie not to like this person and not to like that person, and I tell Lalizi them, don't like that person, don't like that person, that is manipulating other people. And a lot of that we see because a lot of people on here aren't free thinkers. They don't get to know you for themselves. They don't say, hey, that person ain't done me anything. Your problem with them isn't my problem. And I have talked about that, other people preying on other people's problems. So then that leaves little room to transparent, being open to network with these people because of my feelings toward that person and my problem I have with that person. So we have to stop doing, we really, if you're around that type, that they don't have good intentions for you. You might want to be a content creator, maybe not today, but you might want to be a content creator down the line. You don't mess it up because you don't went through this app hating everybody for the next person, letting them manipulate you, not going to interact with this content creator, not going because I don't like this content creator. So you want to make this person happy, but at the end of the day, where does that leave us? That leaves us stagnant and unhappy by being manipulated. And I don't want to be manipulated. They don't have feelings of guilt or remorse. When you do things wrong and you know you're wrong, you might not admit it, but don't you feel a sense of guilt? Because I do. That's why I don't admit maybe when a person thinks I should admit, but I do end up saying, hey, I was wrong in this situation. I take full accountability. I've been wrong in many situations. I've indulged in a lot of wrongful things on this app, and it made me feel guilty. I had remorse for other people's feelings that I had hurt, or again, was let people manipulate me to go against people and build up hate toward people, or disdain and dislike. So a person that has no feelings of guilt or remorse, they have bad intentions. The lack of empathy. I have empathy for everybody, but I have seen the meanest things be said and done, and we have the lack of empathy because that person feels that way. Again, I don't have to cray on your feelings. And it's a lot of things that people bring to this app in different sectors on this app that people lack empathy of. So, this is just, me writing down things of some of my bad intentions. So it's not for nobody in particular. This is things that I've participated in, and I have to write it down in my journal. And of course, I bring it on here, as a part of my show. So every time I go back and look on something, I go back and look at my notes and make sure that I'm working on that. If I fall off and start lacking those things, I go back and look at my journal or my lives and say, hey, you know what I'm saying? Practice what you preach. Go back and go through that and work on yourself. A person with bad intention has multiple synonyms. Somebody with bad intentions can be malicious, malevolent, and evil and ill-willed. Being just evil has played a major role through life, just through my life and maybe a lot of other people's, where people have just done evil, mean things for no reason. And we wonder why are they being evil, because they don't have any good intentions towards you or for you. They don't wish you well. They don't pray for you when other people are praying for you. They just wish you bad. He said, nah, I keep it 100 from the start, so it's no need to apologize. And when I really, that's fine. But everybody, for me, that's not where I was. I wasn't keeping it 100 toward people in certain situations. She said, Weary said, I wouldn't say evil. That's a heavy word to me. But it is. Evil is a heavy word, Weary, but I have seen a lot of, it's a mean word, but that's how I've always known it for is to be evil. You know what I'm saying? Be evil ways and mean things. You know what I'm saying? And Miss T said facts, self-conviction. And ill will, meaning, I don't have nothing good coming your way. If I see you doing good over there, if I see Shank Rock doing good and I start putting out putting ill will toward him, not wishing well, and just trying to find ways to bring his channel down, convince others not to go and subscribe and things like that. I have been guilty of those things. I have been guilty of being malicious. I am very much guilty of being malicious. for ill intent reasons, for ill-willed reasons. And so that's why, like I say, my channel is my journal. So, again, when I see things going on, I go to check myself and start writing down notes so I can go back and retract and make sure I'm working on these things towards myself, because I don't want to be malicious towards anyone, because at the end of the day, again, that's why I used to say, what prize was I winning by doing some of the things that I did? No, I get it. Yeah. What prizes was I winning by being malicious? It didn't get me anywhere. What prizes did I win from being ill will toward people? It made me lose subscribers. So it's always a consequence to my actions when it's not good actions. Lady K said accountability and honesty takes us a long way, for real, for real. Weary said, I've seen growth in you since you been on this app. And it was a long road, you know what I'm saying? And it is the accountability part. It's still working on being honest. And I never wanted people to say, oh, I see a change, and be this way over here, and go over there in somebody's chat and be aggressive and tear people down, or start lying on people, or be malicious in no type of way. And that's what made me do the bad intentions, because I see this person coming in the chat, and I'm like, I ain't never seen, I ain't say this person here. Y'all know I said the B word, I did. But I ain't never seen this B over here. What's good? So automatically it was my intuition kicked in, and then it was red flags, you know what I'm saying? And then I had to calm myself down, because everything ain't always what it seems. I'm an overthinker. So I had to go, you know what I'm saying, have a conversation and stuff like that. And then I remember, when it was time, and it's gossip time, I see you over on another platform dragging and, indulging in the dragging. But then later on, when you go live, you got 5 people in your chat, and it's, hey, you guys, come on in, peace, love, light. Let's love each other. And I'm going, but damn, didn't you just say beat the ass and over there? So now you want to bring us together at midnight? Absolutely not. So that's where that change comes in. Once that change kick in, I got to change, not on my platform. I got to change me all together and just keep it real with myself. I can't convince nobody to believe something they're not seeing out of me. So yes, I'm trying to change. I am a work in progress. Still not perfect, and it will never be perfect, and nothing I got going on. I am just trying to change for the better. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to make a difference for myself, for my children. I want my children to be to be a product of their environment, and I want it to be a good one. She said, I don't believe in direction of others, because people like people for different reasons. I let them see for themselves best way, because then you're a hater. And it is. She said defense mode. Yes. Willie said the tear each other down, so it's no need to tear them down. They tear each other down. Yes. But I don't want to indulge in it. Willie, I used to indulge in that. You know what I'm saying? When somebody would say something about a content creator I didn't like, I was mad at that woman. But when somebody else would say something about that woman, I would interject my emojis and laugh when they said things, and everything else. I would partake in the conversation, and I would partake in the bad name that these people was being called. 1,000 laughing emojis. Oh, let me find an emoji that best describes this person to me. You know what I'm saying? The everybody look at me, I'm laughing too type of thing. And then it was like, I don't like when people were saying this about me. So just because I don't like a person don't mean I have to express it for everybody else to see me, to see that I have a problem with that person as well. I could be the bigger person, and I don't know people in real life off this app, so I know how to coexist. You know what I'm saying? And I wanna treat people how they treat me. And just because somebody's nasty to me don't mean I have to partake or be nasty to them. It's just that simple. She said, never judge the book by its cover. I have to open it and read it. Absolutely. And how many times have we had people that are mad at somebody we mad at and want us to indulge in that? You don't have good intentions for me. To me, if just because I'm mad at somebody, I don't want Callie to partake in that. It has been a time with me knowing Callie for 3 years that I used to be like, I don't like her. And I'd be mad at Callie for liking somebody and, rocking with somebody that I didn't like. But it wasn't getting me anywhere. It was making me lose a friend. It was putting a wedge between our friendships and things like that, trying to bring her along to go along to get along. So that was something I had to work on within myself. Like, why do everybody got to dislike somebody? Because I do. It's content creators that I rock with now that I feel like I would be like, well, how you mess with her? And, she did this, that, and the other. But how could they prosper? And me say I want what's best for them and wish them nothing but the best for their channel, but I don't want them networking. I'm not watching them grow. I want to keep them stagnant and keep them where I am. So I wasn't getting pleasure out of that. Again, I felt guilty. I was feeling remorseful, and I was like, that's not a friend. That's not wanting to see my friend progress. That's not wanting to see my friend grow. So I had to work on me and work on those kind of things. I don't want bad intentions for the people that I'm around. I want nothing but good and positive around them. So I wanted to change and be positive. Hey, positive vibes. But again, bad intentions. There are a lot of possible warning signs someone has bad intentions, but it is up to us to look for these signs and to stay away from toxic people. Understanding when someone has bad intentions is a great start. It is a requirement in order to protect yourself from such folks. So again, we have to be aware of the people that we are bringing around us, that we do have around us. And sometimes it is hard to see at the beginning that, they don't mean us any. I'm still that way. I get caught up sometimes. Absolutely, mama. Can we all do? And it takes time for us to adjust, especially when in the bad place I was coming into this app, never being on YouTube, and I'm seeing the popular crowd, and I'm part of the popular crowd. You know what I'm saying? At that moment that I came on YouTube, I didn't know that this content creator was going to be as big. So I'm where people wanted to be at that moment. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like I was going to be the go along, get along, and I was going to be malicious. If somebody wanted me to say evil and mean things to people, you know what I'm saying? Bitch, where your edges? Where her edges? Stuff like that, and stuff. I didn't mind writing and typing that out. And I'm just being honest. That's evil, because I didn't know at that time if the people I was saying that about, if they had cancer. Here I am, done had breast cancer, and wouldn't want nobody saying that about me. But that's where I was. I was being ill-willed, and I was, one of those people to tell people I rock with that I was bringing into content creators chats when something didn't go my way. I was being malicious, like, well, I ain't going over there no more to him or her, and they rocked with me, so they feel like, well, I ain't either. I'll unsubscribe too. That's malicious, and that ain't what I want for my channel. That ain't what I want in life, period. So again, I had to change myself and start working on me. He said to thank some of these people in their late 30s and 40s and early 50s acting like kids. LOL. No adults on here, I see. And when it is some adults, we overlook them because we have more negative people than we do positive. So when somebody is, just because we speaking on things, that's just our opinion. Everybody's not. That doesn't make you a bad person because some shit is popping off and you just be like, well, woo. That's not bad. That's just your opinion on, like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Well, she lies all the time or he lies all the time. That's just somebody stating their opinions. But people that are always in something for no reason and all of that, I don't want them to be a part of my team. And I know that I don't want to bring it to somebody else's team. So it's just bad intentions. But yes, it is sad that we are looking at people of certain age ranges acting the way they do. That boy Slick said we all know each other for over 3 years. Polar gang. Absolutely, that boy Slick. Happy Juneteenth, Miss Juanita. Thank you. Again, and it says sometimes signs of a toxic person can be hard to notice because they can be superb at hiding them. So remember, that's why we call it a wolf in sheep's clothing. I come disguised for a long time. How the goddess of love? I came disguised for a very long time that I was a sweet person, but then, somewhere along the line, I turned bad trying to fit in somewhere that just didn't have space for me. But that was that validation that I was speaking on the other day. Me wanting validation, me wanting to fit in somewhere. Somewhere. So, I was a wolf in sheep's clothing because here I am, a nice person, but I'm turning bad at the same time. And I was hiding who I really was to fit in somewhere that just wasn't for me. Miss T said, Lady K, we have to be individuals, and if people like them, let them. They may meet a different representative as I and just wish them well without throwing dirt. And yes, and a lot of people come with you on ill intentions of watching cash apps, hearing people say, "Thank you for that cash app. Thank you for that cash app." They watch you in the bushes and say, "Oh, let me go over here and get in their chat and start saying hi so they can drop my link and I can get them over there." Because a lot of people come on here, they're not from us, they're from other places. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of places are good at cash apping people and think they do things different than how we move over here. Like in my chat over there in TT chat, they might cash app. So people might be in her bushes hearing her say, "Thank you for that cash app." They see all the super stickers in the super chat. So people will cling on to you to, for that. That's bad intentions. They're only coming around because they want you to, hey, you guys, she's a content creator. Please go follow her. You know what I'm saying? You're not thinking. They showing you on the outside, but it's not who they are on the inside. They're coming with bad intentions of seeing that from you. Where you said, Lady K will do. Okay. Hey, the real hot spot. Thank you for coming through. So I just want people to be, worried edges. I did. I was good for it. I was good for it. Knowing I was kind of slick ball, but you know how I be keeping my hair braided and shit. I had a little edges, but I wasn't all the way edging. The edges just wasn't edging, but I would still say something mean about somebody else's edges. I definitely would. Anything I would dissect the body quick and be like, bitch, you see her tooth when she opened her mouth. You got to go back at 37 seconds, right when it started and she hit the panel. 3 hours and 37 seconds, bitch, get there. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I was one of them. I own it. He said people are selective and biased. Yes, people are very selective and biased. And as people and individuals, Rico, we gotta say, do I want to go where it's selective and biased? That's not me telling you where and where not to go, but I don't want to be around people like that. I just don't want that kind of energy on me. Instead of a person being real and saying, I like who I like what I like, and that's just what it is. We have to just start being honest. We just have to start being honest about a lot of stuff. And you can be too giving on this app. We can be, our energy is so good. Sometimes people will attach to us just to use us, not just for clicks and views and stuff like that, but use us in a lot of different ways. And one thing I'm a giver, but don't take me for granted. Don't come around me to use me, because I will give if I got, but don't come around me to use me for anything, nothing. I always try to drop resources. I'm always leave a comment for anything, and I'll drop my IG in a minute if you need me to, because you don't want to be on here and put it out there, because a lot of people don't. Our pride gets in the way, and we don't want to put it out there. We are in need of anything, but at the same time, we are human and we all have faults, and things happen in life where we just need. If you're always typing rude comments, isn't that considered a keyboard warrior? Especially if you can never speak one-on-one basic question. I mean, no harm. Not Danae. I ain't never heard of keyboard warrior, but if you're always typing rude comments, it's definitely not good. I just, with people who ain't got nothing good to say, I say, now opinions, I can't speak for everything, because some things are just people's opinion. Your opinion ain't got to be mine, and mine ain't got to be yours. And that's another thing I see on her. We can agree to disagree. It doesn't mean we're mad at each other because I don't agree with what you're saying. I'm not going along to get along anymore. But somebody who just ain't always negative, I really don't have anything to say to them. You know what I'm saying? Because that says a lot about your character. You know what I'm saying? And I'd rather not log in. If I'm having a bad day, I don't come on here and lash out on people. I stay away from the internet and deal accordingly. I start writing affirmations. I start writing in my journal. Everybody's different and stuff like that. But some people do come on here with again, low insecurities, shit ain't right at the house. They just not happy in life, and they come on her and they be super aggressive. And I just pray for people like that. Really, I don't really interact with it because I don't have time for it, and I don't want it to be latched on to me to where it's draining. Some things on her just be so draining. I used to leave off of her with headaches and be like, oh shit, like her. You know what I'm saying? By the time I'm leaving, I'm like, but I don't have to log on and do that. Let me work on something positive. Let me go stroll down the web and see if I can find something positive and connect to something that's beneficial. Lolita says sometimes it doesn't be bad intentions. I just posted a receipt to clear my name. Didn't have no ill will towards anyone. Just wanted them to stop lying on me. And I'm glad you said that, Lolita, because that too, you know, sometimes when people do speak on like transparent, for instance, like I'm glad you spoke on that. She does sit downs and everything in questions she asks and things, people got to understand that's just something she saw and, you know, asked the question that most of us ask the question about, you know. K-Smooth?
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yeah, let me finish this one though. But some, sometimes we ask questions because of things that's been put out on this internet app. And sometimes you hear things and we have questions too. Or somebody might say, hey, she said this, he did this. So when somebody asks something or put something out, it's not nobody being malicious or having bad intentions. That's just clearing the air. You know what I'm saying? Just clearing the air. And I understood, Lalizi, when you did it, why you did it, but a lot of people don't. So sometimes it's just a good explanation. I was trying to explain to somebody like that the other day, Lalizi, really in the chat, and they was like, Miss Parker, you said this and you made me feel like this. And I was like, no, I didn't mean any ill will towards you. I was saying, for example, that don't make the person on the platform feel bad about their opinion. Their opinion matters too. Why is one person can say something? Why do this? Y'all keep shouting out for one person to hit the panel to state their opinion, but don't make the person on the panel that has a different opinion from yours feel bad. You know what I'm saying? Because if y'all get up there and we start turning y'all to pieces, because that ain't what it is. That ain't what it's. Well, none of us knew what the story was. We still don't know what the story was, but it was just how they was making the person on the panel feel, and I don't like that. Because I feel like if you got something to say, you hit the panel and give your grievances. But they was pushing for somebody else to go up there like, you just sound smarter than that person. Listen, we don't even hear her voice. It was just all wrong. And I kept explaining that's not why I was saying what I was saying to you. That's not what I said. So I get it, Lalisa. Hey, Dominique. Hey, K-Smooth. What's going on? You come off mute, K-Smooth.
Can you hear me? Hello? Okay, is my audio sounding okay? Well, I need to go into my settings.
Go into your settings. It's a little cracky. And you have a little feedback. You got other windows open?
Nah, I just gotta I closed the YouTube because I'm on StreamYard right now.
You sound better.
But I'm going into my audio right now.
Go ahead. Add on what you want to add on. But I think that's just a simple you wanted to clear your name, Lalizi, and I think that could be well smoothed over. You know what I'm saying? I understand how people can see their name in a title or a name somewhere and be like, what the, you know what I'm saying? Because they're lost. They wasn't expecting to see that. And I think it's just a misunderstanding on certain individuals' part. And, you know, everybody's not on YouTube to see certain things being said. But some things can be fixed with conversation, you know, and where we don't have each other's numbers on here, it's really hard to communicate when you got a chat going with other stuff going on. So I get it. But I hope it works out. Nobody accepts opinions and criticism on her. Well, we a hater when we challenge them. Yes, One Eye Willie, and it's the truth. Because this person was really just kept saying something about me. They wanted the crowd, and you know, I was getting angry because I felt like this person was trying to make the crowd look at me a certain type of way. And I said, no, what I was saying was, and I said it three times, that that's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying if this person on the panel is giving an opinion, that's their opinion. Who are we to take their opinion from them? And what makes y'all think y'all can put somebody on a pedestal over them? Nobody knew the story. Nobody still knows that story, but we keep turning her down in the chat. I see all these mean things being said about this woman in the chat, and they're like, go, you go. Like that was like she was superior to the other one. Like, nah, I don't like all of that. So the person thought, well, you made me feel like it's not thinking, hell. I just said, you know, let's respect everybody. Everybody be mindful. Everybody's opinion matters to me. Good or bad, you don't have to agree with me. But good or bad, everybody's opinion matters. Worry said, I know I can be very dangerous with words. I'm really trying to work on that because words are powerful, but sometimes I troll, but not everyone understands that. And that's good that you said that, Worry. At least you recognize that and you are taking accountability for that. And you said you are working on that. So I can't do nothing but respect that. Anybody that takes accountability and then say, I'm really trying to work on that because they recognizing things. So salute to you, Worry, for recognizing that. Hey, Ladee. But again, bad intentions. We have to be mindful and watch our surroundings because, as they said, a toxic person can be hard to notice because they can be superb at hiding them. They can be superb at hiding them. But if you know better, you'll do better. That's it, Weary. That's it. Hey, Miss LaKendra, thank you for coming through, love. Lady K said, Miss Parker, this is a great topic. I think everyone, content creators and subscribers, can get some gems from this commentary. Yeah, again, Lady K, I'm just taking off of my bad intentions. And when you was that person, you can recognize it. It's more recognizable now because that's how I was. Like I said, malicious. I was never evil. I wasn't evil, but maybe some of my words, I take what Worry said. My words was, you know, the tongue is a powerful thing. And some of my words probably hurt to where somebody felt like that was evil. Like I said about the edges, somebody probably took that because, like I said, I didn't know if somebody was sick and had leukemia or anything, you know, to say that. So that could have been taken as being evil. Thank you, Blended Healing. So again, Lalizi, if y'all go back and look at some of those things that Transparent Talk did with her sit down in conversations, the transparency conversation, you know what I'm saying? I see how people take things out of context. People take things as into you're hating or you have bad intentions in things when you're asking certain questions. And everybody doesn't have bad intentions. These are things that's just been presented and questions that we have, and we want to know, you know, we got the person in front of us. So hold on, thank you, Case. And we want to know, why not ask the person in front of you instead of keep talking behind your back? You know what I'm saying? That's when it gets beginning to be bad intention. We gossiping, and you know, we're gonna spin somebody that we gossiping with might spin a narrative and put their twist on it to where it make it believable. But go ahead, K Smooth.
Hello. Okay, does my audio? See, I got kicked all the way out, Miss Parker. I apologize.
It's okay.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. See, first I want to say I appreciate you. You know, happy Juneteenth and good evening, good afternoon to you. I appreciate you for having me. This concept of the intentions is so very important, Miss Parker. Like, oh my goodness, because it's like when you meet somebody, you don't actually know who that person is. It's like looking at somebody physically, but you don't know what their intentions are, like what's in their mind and what's in their heart, like what type of soul you dealing with. See what I'm saying? Like that means you have no idea of knowing if this person has positive intentions or negative intentions when you first see somebody. I feel like having a conversation is so very important. You know what I'm saying? Because it'll answer a lot of the questions as you trying to figure out, if this person has good intentions or bad intentions. A lot of it is just paying attention too.
Yeah.
Me as a man, I mean, just with anything, I just pay very close attention. I'm very observant, so my mind is always thinking, and I give everything, every situation, everybody the benefit of the doubt, so that I won't be biased or closed-minded about nothing. But because I give everybody, the benefit of the doubt, I let them prove to me and show me whatever they got going on. Yes, ma'am. Like, that's all I know. But I've been listening to you, and this topic of intentions is very serious. I love it.
Okay. Thank you. And K Smooth, I want to go back to a comment real quick. You can stay up here. Lady K, this is I love this Lady K. She said, I'm a good person with pure intentions, with no hidden agendas. Please treat me right or I will move out of your way swiftly. My intentions is always good and on point. And that's what I'm saying. When you go to Lady K and Lady K don't talk to nobody, she just play her music and she moves on. You know what I'm saying? But she's in every chat supporting. And sometimes when you see people over there, just her playing music and you see that she's out of the way, people will attach themselves to her. It's a possibility that somebody will take her kindness and attach themselves to her because they're like, I don't see her doing nothing. She, you know what I'm saying? She this, that, and the other, and just attach themselves to her. I see it all the time, and it's beginning to be where like I said, my eyes are more open because I was one of those people that had bad intentions towards certain people. So I see it more, and it stands out more to me than others. So I just want to get on her with, so I won't fall back, K Smooth, up having bad intentions or being malicious, even with the person that I was watching that I feel like had bad intentions. Like, no, not over here. Go get your own number. And it ain't that you don't want to support people, because I support everyone. It's just your intentions and way of trying to come in to do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. I don't like that. Don't come in my circle with bad intentions. Dominique says some people can't even have dialogue one-on-one. They like to tell and argue, and I'm not doing all that. Absolutely. When I Willie said, trust me, I'm the same way off YouTube. I'm very ignorant in real life. Danae said, I know when I'm triggered. I don't think before I react. And that's me, Danae. There's times I don't think before I react. So I had to calm down when I was seeing this person, you know what I'm saying, snake a way through. I was like, oh, I'm making a post. And I did. And I'm going to keep that post there because I mean that. And I'm going to start standing on what I mean. Like, snakes can't sit at the table with me. When you start slithering around, that's just you. When I see you coming in from a good standpoint and stuff, and you just not a one of those Jack in the Box or pop up, I cannot. Miss LaKendra said, I just think we should be able to see who is really good and who values what you have to offer. You stand out more than anyone I support, and sometimes you need to hear who's being touched by your message. Absolutely, LaKendra, what you said. I just think we should be able to see who is really good and who values what you have to offer, not what they can gain from you. That, and I'm glad you said that, Miss LaKendra. Who values what you have to offer and not use you to gain something from you. She said, Miss Lady K said, I agree. Mama Kim said, that's what I do when I'm tired of the drama and I say stuff daily. I will log into something positive. Oh, I love y'all, Lizzie and Worry. I do. See how quick that was fixed? But see, other people would have took something like this and been malicious and watching, you know what I'm saying, would have start going under a troll page to make y'all go through it like, hey, where did you see what? And then, you know what I'm saying, being malicious, having ill will. And that's mean having ill will of the whole situation, hurting everybody at the same time. And that's what I don't want to do. So I'm glad y'all fixed that. Blenda Hillen said, I've been slandered. At first I was upset. Now I'm thankful for for the lesson, but I digress. And I understand that when you're being slandered, you know what I'm saying? But when you was being slandered, and the thing is, it was only because how people was gravitating to you, and people don't like that. People get on here and feel like they're the only ones who could be liked and loved. So even when I do my commentary, I'm gonna drag the F out of them. You know what I'm saying? To make everybody laugh at that person, and when they see, did you see what? You know what I'm saying? To make everybody be malicious towards you when they see you in other chats and things like that, and it gets them nowhere. Yeah, it's good for a moment, but see, even on her, it's called karma. One day you might be doing good, and then the next thing is everything's just gone. Or it could go off of her and into your real life. Things start happening because of the ill will that you have towards people, because of you having bad intentions towards other people. Lalisi said, if I was behind the scenes, I would have reached out to you before. Okay, I'll let y'all do that, Lizzie. Yeah, it's the echo there. Yeah, I got it. Hey, amazingly beautiful. Hey. Okay. When I really said salute to everyone, I want everybody to win, including the people who I don't like. I hit the like button and left the building. Okay, thank you, When I Willie, for coming. She said we got to do better, and absolutely, Danae. That comes with growth, and that's all I was saying the other night. So I understood where a lot of people's coming from in the comment section. Everybody opinion matters again, and just because you like green, I don't gotta like green. I like pink. That's what it is. That's where it stands. But you know, some people get on here and convince people to like green because they like green, and I don't like green. I like pink. Dominique said, I agree. I must be behind on the comment. She said, thank you, Ms. Parker. This was great. Look at us. Thank you. If I can help a person, I surely don't want to hurt them. Absolutely. We don't. I don't want to hurt nobody. Weary said, I love TT's interview because she allows room for growth, and I always respect that. And absolutely, she does. Hi, Gas Man. Thank you for coming through. Lalisa, I agree. Weary TT is very transparent, and I enjoy her when I can catch her. Right. But a lot of people take, when you are being transparent and you are being honest, they take that you're being malicious, that you're you know what I'm saying, that you have ill will towards them, and that's not what it is. So that's when it comes to, we have to start opening our minds and being free thinkers on our own, and go listen to TT. If you go listen not just to TT's interviews, TT's like that. TT has been like that since she's came on the board. She's never changed, you know. But when somebody keeps, you let people push it in your head without getting to know them for yourselves, that's what it is. So then when they do that and you take on that persona of somebody else, you start being malicious towards people. You start being ill will towards people. You know, you start putting it in people's heads. Yeah, we don't go over there. I don't want to go over there. I don't talk to her. I don't like her. Did you see her? Did you see her? I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? It'll be any little thing you'll dissect and take it to be malicious. Thank you, Alizi. Worry said, TT, I'm trusting the process. I think you found your niche. Yes, she did. Mac Ash, I've been clean for almost a year. In 2 months, it'll be August, like maybe the 12th. That's how long I've been clean off of, I'm going to say cocaine. I'm not going to just say dope. Transparent keeps shining. I definitely sub. Sometimes it's good to take a break from this app to protect your mental, and that's what I do. And you do. But see, again, when you get on here and tell your truth, people try to use your truth against you and think that you're supposed to be angry about something that you got on her and express that you done, or that, you know, the fact that I was an addict. You know what I'm saying? With me not being honest about it, I'm a forever be an addict instead of a recovering addict, so that doesn't bother me. Again, talking about me and dragging me, those people were once where I was, somewhere along the line, getting drugged and being attacked by people. So see, again, I say to people, when people get on here and do things like that to me, it is something you are fighting, not me. And I'm not mad at you for saying that to me. Am I going to pray? Absolutely, yeah. Cause see, I'm working on me. That ain't where I want to be no more. I don't want to be that person. And that's okay. Hi, Nene. I really enjoy wearing anything that allows me to be myself. I'll do well. So I appreciate y'all. Yeah, thank you. She said, Miss Parker, I gotta head out to run some runs. I'll message you in the morning. Okay, thank you, Danae, for coming through. Thank you. Did you want to add anything else, K Smooth?
Hello. Oh yes, ma'am. About the intentions. I view intentions with people as like either you on some positive or you gonna be on some negative, because 9 times out of 10, whatever type of person you are, going to determine what your intentions are with anything and everybody. I'm a real genuine person, so I always come with genuine intentions. Whatever going on with whoever it is, it's always coming with pure intentions, like from the heart. This is real life. I've been through a lot. I've seen a lot. I experienced a lot. So I mean, everybody's trying to survive. We're trying to grow, learn, elevate. So I'm always coming with pure intentions, but everybody's not coming with pure intentions. And see, that means on some positive or they on some negativity. And I don't really know where it comes from. I mean, I just know from where I'm coming from. I'm always coming from a place of genuine intention, because I'm pushing positive. You know, all I know is I know who's who. I pay attention. I see the people that's real genuine, who real kind, respectable, understanding, loving, and all of that. See the other people, it's like it's the opposite. It's just something.
Okay, Smooth, your audio
You know what
really
I'm saying? Mischief and just confusion and this and that. I'm just me, pure intent. I'm trying to build, grow, elevate.
Okay, Smooth, your audio is really messing up, and I really want to hear from you. If you can try it again, I would love to hear from you, so I can give it one more try, because I don't want to hog up the airways today, because again, Karen is sharing on this app. So again, if you could fix your background and come back in. They said, hell, we all are in recovery or something. Continue to rise. Yeah. I don't know. Again, I've been that person too, to feel like, I want to come on here and throw my heavy burden and all of everything bad that was going on in my life and throw it on some other people, throw it on other people. But the only thing I learned from that is watching and knowing that you are fighting someone you think you're going to get on here and tear me down or run and see me in a chat and call me a crackhead, a dopehead, and stuff like that. I can't stop nobody from speaking ill of me or whatever. But, I really just got to... did you fix it, K Smooth? I really got to think about what I came on this app for, and that's to... I got to mute you, K. Hold on, K Smooth. You could try it again, K Smooth. I'll drop the link. But yeah, I come for my message and my people come to hear me, and that's it, and that's all. You know what I'm saying? I can't worry about anything else anybody else has going on or how they feel about me. I'm not going to beg nobody to like me. I'm not going to force nobody to see me for the change I've made or anything. People are going to be who they are, and people show you who they are. We have to believe them. Hi, Big Clay, run another. Thank you for coming through. Everyone may not be as long as you show your genuine intentions. That's all that counts. Don't bring up old situations into the new. Absolutely, Rico. Absolutely. This app is not what it used to be. I used to have fun on here, but just like the weather, people change. And Weary, I miss those days. Believe it or not, y'all, I miss those days when we can come and laugh. Scratching used to be funny. Yeah, they were saying some things that that was mean, but it was funny. You know what I'm saying? And everybody would, once they in the live, we go to the next person's live. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like today. Today's just not fun. And so that's why I just come in and click in and stuff. I go do my salutes and I leave, because I know there is somebody out there that just wants to attack and make everybody say, oh, look, here come, you know what I'm saying? They want the attention on them, so they're going to drag your ass down. and throw your name all around so people can, you know what I'm saying, participate and feel like that about you. So yeah, that's why I say I gotta watch how I maneuver now, and just watch where I go and participate into the content. You never know how some try to cope with things, but to make it out is what counts. It's never too late. Absolutely, Miss LaKendra, meeting somebody who the opposite of you is simply a lower version of yourself. Absolutely, Rico. Absolutely. And then people, you know, will get angry because you won't get mad. You know what I'm saying? That they can't get people to drag you. So they go and click up with the ones that they know that they can get to manipulate and drag you or make you feel low about yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, again, you know, it's to each its own how you deal with things and stuff like that. But you know, I'm on something different, and I can't worry about what is said about me. I just got to keep moving forward. I'm not looking backwards. Because how they feel is how they feel about themselves. Absolutely. Okay, Word, thank you. Hey, Jesse Mills, thank you for coming through, sis. Thank you, Tank, for coming through. Yep, nothing but malicious. Hey, Victoria, thank you for coming through. The scratching is evil now. It is. And that's where, you know, that's that bad intentions people have for you coming in and being evil and just turn you down for filth. You know what I'm saying? Again, wants everybody to, y'all go look at that. Did you see this bitch? She got a half of a wig on, and then did y'all see what she had on when she cammed up? You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I came up, my hair ain't even done, but I came up because I want my people to see me. I want my people to interact with me as who I am. No lashes, no makeup, no nothing. This is me. You know what I'm saying? Good hair, bad hair. This is me. This is me. I don't come to nobody as holier than thou. I don't come to nobody but talking about bad intentions, talking about insecurities, talking about are we going down the wrong path, talking about are we a product of our environment. I am nothing more. Again, we are all human, but for when people try to tear you down, it speaks volumes. And again, I am not ashamed of my past. My past embraced who I am today. It's okay. It's okay, K-Smooth. Anytime you want to pull up and have conversation, you are always more than welcome. Where he said, if you see me on her acting a fool, please check me. And that's what a real friend to do. Hey, Don Play. That's really what a real friend to do. If somebody sees you acting abnormal and different than what you really do, because one thing you do, where you'll speak your mind. And I love that about you, you know, because we don't have to be quiet about things that are being expressed on here. And that's what a lot of people got to understand. We don't have to be quiet, because if I put my business out on her, like that person just asked me about my habit, I have expressed that on here. So I'm not angry. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way it comes off. You know what I'm saying? And want everybody to say, oh, she's a dopehead. She's a crackhead. There's no shame in my game. Once you put it out there, you have to live with what you put out there. And they're going to attack you. There's going to be people that attack you for things we put out here. It's all about self-awareness. Absolutely. Hey, Jim, my love. Thank you for coming through. Again, bad intentions. I like this, Miss T. Daily self-evaluation is a necessity, and that's what I do. That's exactly what I do. And you guys make sure also, Nicole Reloaded, and Rico the Brad was having conversation earlier about social media. Is social media killing you? And I told her, you know, that topic made me go journal again and write it down, because where I'm so caught up, I'm still caught up in the YouTube app, just not as much as I was. And I was letting it get intertwined with my real life. So I understand that topic, and it meant a lot to me to listen to that, because again, I had to start journaling before I started my live and writing down, you know, how involved I was in this and for the wrong reasons. And instead of going to listen to mess, it took me to her channel. So I was happy that Spirit took me to her channel instead of let me indulge in the mess, because I probably was on the verge of saying something because I was already hot and mad because I seen some snake shit go down. So I was already hot, but instead of going into some mess and stuff like that and put my aggression out into that chat, I went somewhere positive. So I appreciate Nicole Reloaded. I shared that live on my community wall as well. Salute Easy, salute Zeke. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate y'all. All the mods, if y'all dropped our links, and if you're a content creator, Jen, you are, and Zeke is a content creator. If you don't mind dropping you and Zeke's links in the chat, please. Here I go, Rico. Cause y'all, I be saying I ain't going on here long. I do an hour the most. I get drained from myself quick. So I know how draining it can be. You know what I'm saying? But I drain myself being on here. Hey, Tiara. The Tiara Latrice show. She just had a let me stop. Let me catch my word. You guys make sure you go follow the Tiara Latrice show. She has some great conversations and topics on her YouTube channel. So please make sure you go follow my sister over there and support her. Hi, Amari, sis. And Amari is also a great content creator. Rico, I dropped the link. I think I did. Let me see. Oh, there he goes. Hey, Rico, love.
Peace and blessings, love.
What's going on?
Just kind of relaxing. Well, just smoking my blunt for a second. Was on amp. Nikki was live. So I jumped over there and then jumped over here and seen you was live. I was like, oh shit. But like, basically, what I was saying, at the end of the day, as long as you have self-awareness and know who you are, nobody that anybody says or do anything, malicious towards you will ever affect you or like, or hold any type of value, or like something that you wouldn't even like really have any concerns about, because people that do that, is basically saying how they feel about themselves at the end of the day. And then they see somebody, who's confident in who they are. So like they try to bring them down by their insecurities that they come about, by saying the foul and malicious things about you, hoping that it would bring you down. You should never stressing over what somebody says, like that is pathetic. Be unbothered, like pay them dust.
Yeah. And that's, again, Rico, that's when, again, I start journaling. And then for any recovering addict out there, anybody battling addiction, I will be doing a show on Thursday with Juanita. She was in the chat earlier, but she had reached out to me. And again, we are recovering addicts, and we're just taking it one day at a time, and not really one day at a time, but minute by minute, because anything can happen to make to trigger us, or to make us go back down that terrible dark road, Rico. So I really I really ain't mad about the person saying that, really, because it just what I'm saying, it has nothing to do with my character and my flaws, because
that's a personal problem that they have within themselves that they need to go work out. They need to go do some soul searching and some deep rooted healing, because them bringing up your past or something, like I said, let's call a spade a spade. That's basically they're telling on themselves, because at the end of the day, we all got something that we need to work out, but like as long as we put it in check and elevate to the next level, and leave that, in the past, that's all what counts. We should never have to like backtrack, and think about things. We should always continually moving forward. Like you got it in check, like I said, don't be ashamed of nothing that you do in your life, that is your journey. Like the life that we're living is a learning experience that we all go through. We all have our journeys and lesson that we need to learn in this life.
And that's why I say, Rico, I get on here and if that person ever felt like I had said something wrong or bad about her, I do apologize.
You shouldn't have to apologize
sincerely, because like I said, but in the past, I didn't mind speaking my mind and saying certain things. So, I do got to take accountability in how I made somebody feel that they still might carry for a long time, that I didn't even recognize their feelings. So one thing about me, Rico, I know it's like, well, I ain't gotta, but I do want to recognize that person and say, hey, if I ever did anything intentional to hurt you or bother you, I wanted to apologize. if I did do nothing wrong, just to kind of say I can do that. I can take accountability and saying
Just being a bigger person.
time in life I might have said something that was mean or went along with the get along to attack a person or make a person, when people was attacking and things like that. But I don't want to be that person to where I can't take accountability and say I never said nothing or hurt a person's feelings. So that's just why I'm kind of at today, Rico, with it. But Rico, I appreciated the commentary over there with you and Nicole Reloaded about social media killing. Is social media killing?
It's killing people's souls, literally. Like, they're letting this social media, take a toll on them to the point that people is not sleeping, people is not eating, people is not bathing. That's number one thing. People's not, taking care of themselves. Like, it's like people get so stressed out, to the point like they're just running around here just looking all types of crazy, causing all type of chaos, confusion, just anything to just keep it going.
Rico, you cut out.
Oh, okay. That was somebody like calling me. But like at the end of the day, is it audio better?
Yes.
Okay. But at the end of the day, those things that I just stated, if those are affecting, you need to get off social media and detox and work on you. Do some grounding, some self-healing, all of that, and some shadow work. Because there's no reason that an app should have you doing all of that. Like, not bathing and not taking care of yourself or your responsibilities, or like to the point where like you can't even pay your bills.
And that's where it was over. I really was I was really letting this app get to the best of me. And that's really a part of my direction changing my direction in the path I was going, because it was just like this. I lived for YouTube. I lived for Instagram. It was just,
and that's okay. But just kind of be balanced with it, balance it out. Don't just have, just spend most of the time or the majority of the time, on these type of apps. Not saying that you can't do it, but like, just balance it out from time to time. Don't be on here just 24/7. If you feel like you just need to, you've been on one, a little bit too long, that's when you take the time out and, meditate, at least 15 minutes and then jump back on, just not just constantly just looking at your phone, just waiting for somebody else to go live, whatever. Like, you shouldn't have to do none of that at the end of the day, especially when you're not benefiting from it or you're not elevating from that, it shouldn't be like a priority.
Yeah. You guys make sure you get on that community wall and go check out Nicole Reloaded. Are we letting social media kill us? And she didn't mean that literally, but like Rico was just stating before I get out of here, just really like he said, she was talking about how we missing work, how we not getting enough sleep, knowing we got to go to work at 6 o'clock, but we up until 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Like, wait, what did she say? Oh, she gonna go live. So yeah, I was one of those, Rico. So I understood.
But as long as you elevated from it, like I didn't feel like your whole aura now was like completely, you're on a whole nother type path, you're getting back to you're getting back to, knowing, self-awareness, clarity for yourself, like you've been doing the work, the self-healing, all of that, I can pretty much tell, like, you good, but, people, I'm gonna just say, if you not taking baths, missing baths, and like you just, all of that just for social media, something is wrong.
Yeah. That's a lot wrong. And a lot of us suffer from mental health issues, Rico. A lot of us aren't taking accountability for things that we are suffering. We're lacking something, and we come out here to we're looking for something that is
validation, clarity.
Validation is something that is not going to fill that void on this app as much as we try looking for it and things like that. So yes. Look, Tiara said that was me last week, but I'm back on track. Girl, go on.
Back reloaded, period. That's last week. Throw that last week garbage in the trash and keep it moving, keep it pushing, Like I'll
Yeah.
have this saying, like depending on how the week go, every Sunday, that's when I just clear everything out, release and let go. Like if I need to curse somebody or treat somebody, whatever, I'm not gonna say no names. I'm just take the trash out and just go before I bring that into the new week. Because the new week is a whole new energy, a whole new vibe. You shouldn't bring anything from last week or even last month into, the following new week at the end of the day.
And that's what Riri was saying earlier up in the comments. She was like, once it start getting to be too much, she just logs off. And for her, that might be easy, but for a lot of us, I can own that, and I'm glad Riri can just log off. But for me, it was a hard problem. Now, Rico, it's sometimes I don't even log on or some, you know what I'm saying? They might say, "What's going on YouTube?" I'm like, I don't know, because I really don't know. I really um I'm just, I'm weaning myself off, and that's bad, but it's addictive. It was very addictive for me.
It's addictive, but like it's not hard to just easily, just click off. Like I can say it's easy because like me, my detachment game is so on fleek to the point where like I can cut someone off, and I don't even I don't even think about it.
Yeah. Well, Rico, thank you so
Mhm.
much for hitting the panel with me and touching on that subject, because like I said, it was very important to me today, because like I said, I could have been in a whole lot of negative places, but I'm glad I stopped over there and listened to that, because that was for me.
Yeah, and it wasn't like it was all everything happens for a reason. Like it wasn't a coincidence, that you happen to just pull up like that, at the end of the day. But like it's definitely a vibe, and you got my support and all of that. And salute to the chat. And y'all
Thank
be sure to hit that thumbs up button and all that good ish. Okay, show the girl Miss Parker some unspoken love and things like y'all show the gossip and things. Okay, spreading a
you.
good message, and we out. Brr.
All right, Rico. Tiara says she loves you. Go down there and chit chat with Tiara, Rico. One time for the good time. Blindy Hillen said, like the content, feel free to tip the host at Cancer Me Happy. Also, join me on Thursday if you are battling with any kind of addiction. Again, there's so many different addictions. There's social media addictions. There's a phone addiction where you just cannot put that phone down. There is gaming addictions, but there is also cocaine, alcohol, pill addiction. And we just want to touch and talk about stories of how we overcome those addictions. I'm good, Easy. Thank you. How we can overcome those addictions. Steps we take every day to stay on the right path. Also, with that comment earlier, that was how long, that comment that was put in my section earlier. I want to touch on the progress and how hard it was to overcome those addictive demons. Because at that time, with me being clean this long, it's the first time, and I can honestly say the first time I've ever been clean this long. So I'm super proud of myself right now, and I cannot wait to hear Miss Juanita's story and how she overcame her addiction. But if anybody after Miss Juanita shares her story with us on overcoming addiction, I would love to hear from anybody out there. If you're battling, it's okay. We are here for each other. And that's one thing throughout addiction. You need somebody, you definitely need somebody. And I will not be here to hinder that addiction, because that's what we do. When we're battling addiction, we want people to hinder us. We want people to hold us. We want people to be understanding, and instead of us listening and understanding where they're coming from and try to help us through this. So I definitely want everyone to pull up for that if you are battling anything. Thank you, Weary. Thank you. She said, it's been a pleasure, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day, Miss. Thank you. Thank you. So again, that's going to be on Thursday at 9. Thank you, Mama Kim. Thank you. And Mama Kim, you are in my prayers. I love you to death. You know how I feel about you. I pray for everybody. But then Sunday, I am doing the imperfect families, and I got the perfect person that just threw me just threw me an anchor to help me through this show, and that is going to be the beautiful Miss Transparent Talk. She is going to mediate. I didn't think of a lot of things, and one thing about Transparent Talk, when she calls me and I tell her something I'm working on, she calls me and she throws these ideas and suggestions. And she was just questioning me about a couple of things and asked me little things about how the show was going to go and things like that. And we was just having conversation. And in the process, you know, I asked, I was like, I think you will be a good mediator for me and my children and a couple other people that's going to be in the panel. So TT, thank you so much, because of course I'm going to need you. I'm going to need plenty of tissue because I know I'm a crying ass girl. When I get on this panel, I'll be crying like crazy. And somebody can say they get married tomorrow, my ass is going to be crying. You know what I'm saying? And some more stuff. So Transparent Talk will be that mediator for that show. Big ups to her. You guys go check her transparency conversation interviews. Well, I mean, her transparency conversation sit downs on her channel as well. And make sure y'all go subscribe to all these great content creators. There's plenty in here, and they are awesome. Tiara Latrice just finished the show before mine started. Go with the flow and flow like the river. Absolutely, Rico. Absolutely. So you guys make sure. Hey, Lita Boo, thank you. And Lita, you make sure you drop your link too, because Lita does her thing over there. She's going to start bringing some new flavor to her channel, and I can't wait to see what she brings. Rico the Brad is also a content creator. Y'all make sure y'all go follow Rico the Brad and K Smooth. Thank you so much for pulling up on the panel. Again, she said, it's okay, Miss Parker, because I'm a crybaby as well. Well, this might make you cry on Sunday. I'm ready to cry now, y'all, and I ain't even got my babies with me yet. You know what I'm saying? On the panel with me. And it's just like, am I ready? But I am. My seatbelt is on, it's buckled. And I can't wait to see how Transparent Talk conducts this. Sit down with me and my kids and whoever else is on this panel on that day. I know she's gonna make it so comfortable and put us at ease with our feelings, and we just gonna be comfortable, and it's gonna be a good sit down. But please, for the mothers, children, fathers as well, because it is men out there that has to raise their children, you know what I'm saying? And I want to know the effects of that as well. So I can't wait. She said, I'll definitely be here Sunday. This is going to be amazing. Absolutely. Absolutely. And you guys make sure you go follow Shank Rock, of course. Catch those first 2 episodes of Switch Your Lane, season 2, episode 1 and 2. But he did a live as well. It's on my community wall. And again, Nicole Reloaded. Blended Healing did a live earlier. So please go make sure you follow her as well. Lady K always brings good vibes with the music. She brings oldies but goodies and newbies. So please make sure you go follow my sis too. Our Transparent said we're having open panel today. So please make sure you guys go follow my sister Transparent Talk. She is having open panel. And again, be mindful, be respectful, because you know, she comes off, she let you know she's a real bitch, but she will read you your rights. You know what I'm saying? So when you go over there, make sure you're pulling up with some transparency. And again, everyone, he said it's okay to cry, you're releasing. Again, everybody have a blessed Monday and take care. Thanks for coming through.